Have you ever stopped to think that life is a valuable resource that we often waste without realizing it? Imagine waking up every morning with a clear purpose, a defined direction, and the determination needed to achieve your goals. This isn't just a distant dream, it's a reality within your reach. The time has come to leave behind the waste of time, energy, and opportunities. Are you ready to discover how to stop wasting your life and have a successful 2024 starting today? I will explain how in this video. Let's start with you taking control and maximizing your productivity. I imagine you've found yourself in the situation of sitting in front of the computer, multiple tabs open, notifications competing for your attention. The relentless pursuit of quick stimuli and instant gratification is a common reality. And that's where dopamine comes in, a chemical substance that plays a significant role in this cycle. Have you found yourself in this situation? I certainly have. It's as if we're all facing the same daily battles amidst various distractions. However, there's something you can do about it. It all starts with you taking control of dopamine and understanding how it directly influences your ability to be productive. Dopamine, often associated with pleasure and reward, plays a central role in our motivation and behavior. To make this more concrete, I'll share an experience that highlights the influence of this substance. Picture yourself immersed in a video game addiction, where the constant pursuit of instant gratification was a constant part of your daily life. Dopamine, in this context, acted as the main driver of maintaining this vicious cycle. The turning point occurs when you become aware of this pattern and decide to abandon the addiction in favor of self-improvement. This involves resisting the constant pursuit of instant gratification and redirecting that energy towards other greater, long-term goals. The key point here is that controlling dopamine doesn't mean giving up pleasure, but rather choosing where to direct that source of motivation. This awareness is the necessary impulse for you to begin your practice of self-mastery. By understanding how dopamine affects our behavior, you can use this knowledge to your advantage. You are not its hostage, but rather have the ability to redirect this force towards more lasting achievements. Therefore, by understanding the role of dopamine, you'll be prepared to learn practical strategies that will allow you to use it consciously. Are you ready to make this substance an ally in the pursuit of meaningful productivity? Let's move forward to discover how to master dopamine for our benefit. Remember that the last tip is essential for you to be able to boost your productivity to the maximum. Now let's talk about the 2 mistakes that hinder your productivity. To begin with, you must identify some common mistakes that can hinder your productivity. 2 of them, in particular, are related to dopamine traps that we often fall into without realizing it. First, getting stuck in a dopamine cycle by consuming too much educational content. Often, we jump from one video to another or from one podcast to another, thinking that we are being super productive. However, even though we feel like we're learning a lot, the real challenge is to put these ideas into practice. It's as if we're always studying but not doing anything with what we've learned. A good tip is to separate the time you spend learning from the time you're actually working. This way, you avoid being distracted all the time and can focus on applying what you've learned. This turns learning into action, which is what really makes a difference. The second trap that hinders your productivity is talking too much about your goals without actually taking action to achieve them. Sometimes, we fall into the trap of sharing our goals without taking concrete actions to reach them. The problem is that talking about our goals can deceive our brains, giving us a sense of accomplishment. This happens because sharing goals activates reward-related brain areas, similar to the ones we activate when we actually accomplish something. To avoid this cycle of mental masturbation, as some call it, it is crucial to focus more on the tasks and actions we perform than just talking about them. Finding pleasure in the process and in daily achievements is much more effective than just telling others about what we intend to do. By shifting focus in this way, you build a healthier relationship with your goals and discover a more genuine source of satisfaction. It is very important that you understand and are aware of these traps that can hinder your productivity and consequently achieve your goals. Tell us in the comments which of these traps has most hindered you so far. Let's continue. Now I'll teach you powerful concepts to become productive. I'm going to talk to you now about 2 very powerful things. First, let's start with the concept of deep work, coined by author Cal Newport. This state refers to focused and distraction-free work, where you are completely immersed in a complex task that demands a lot from your brain. During deep work, your attention is fully concentrated, and you perform the work at a high mental level. The result? High-quality output. It's like putting all your cognitive potential into service of a specific task. Some practical examples of deep work include learning a new skill, mastering a specific competency, or applying acquired knowledge to significantly increase your output. The second is the flow state. This is a mental state in which you are completely absorbed and immersed in an activity, losing track of time and the environment around you. During the flow state, there is a significant increase in performance, creativity, and satisfaction, while at the same time there is a reduction in the perception of effort. It's as if you're in a state of challenging balance, where your abilities align perfectly with the task's difficulty. This state of flow can occur during artistic, sporting activities, or even during complex professional tasks. The secret is to find the right balance, challenging yourself enough to maintain engagement but not so much that you feel overwhelmed. Have you ever wondered if the Pomodoro method really works? I'm going to talk to you now about a widely known time management technique, the Pomodoro method. This method involves dividing work into time intervals, usually 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. However, it's important to question the effectiveness of the Pomodoro method. Although it's popular and has benefits for some people, we can argue that working in such short periods may be limiting, especially for tasks that require deeper and prolonged focus. The idea of interrupting an intense workflow every 25 minutes may, in certain cases, hinder the immersion necessary for complex tasks. For some, this cycle can become a barrier to achieving a state of deep work, which we discussed earlier. So, while the Pomodoro method works well for some people and certain types of tasks, it's valid to question its universal applicability. Have you tried it? If so, let me know if it was a method that worked for you. I'm going to introduce you to an alternative to the Pomodoro method. Let's talk about the importance of adapting breaks according to individual needs, rather than rigidly following the Pomodoro cycle. Each person has unique work rhythms, and breaks should be adjusted considering personal concentration and fatigue levels. By customizing breaks, you allow your natural work rhythm to shine. What works for one person may not be ideal for another. Flexibility in breaks respects individual differences and can lead to a better balance between productivity and well-being. Furthermore, it's crucial to avoid interruptions in the flow state. The flow state is achieved when there's a challenging balance between skills and task difficulty. Frequent interruptions, such as the short breaks of the Pomodoro method, can disrupt this balance and hinder the entry or maintenance of this highly productive state. By adapting breaks to your needs and avoiding unnecessary interruptions, you create a work environment that aligns more with your natural rhythms, promoting greater effectiveness and satisfaction in your work. Creating a path to success. Now, I'm going to talk about how essential it is to organize your day to avoid clutter and maintain focus. Firstly, it's important to realize that organization is key. This means establishing priorities, setting goals, and putting your tasks in order. This prevents that feeling of being lost or overwhelmed. This has a significant impact on productivity. Having an organized routine is not just about keeping things under control, but also about doing things more efficiently. When you have a clear structure, it's easier to direct your energy towards what truly matters. This means you can accomplish more in your day. Understanding how this organization can improve your productivity is the secret. By adopting simple organization methods, you're creating a path to success that's easier to follow. Deep work in practice. Now you'll learn powerful strategies to incorporate deep work into your life, as suggested by author Cal Newport. He proposes 4 types of scheduling. Number 1, monastic. This is an extreme option where you isolate yourself to the maximum, removing all distractions. The goal is to dedicate almost 100% of your time to deep work. For some, this intensive approach can bring significant results. Number 2, bimodal. Here, the idea is to allocate specific periods during the week, month, or year to focus exclusively on deep work. These periods should be prolonged to achieve maximum intensity. This approach is great for those who can dedicate larger blocks of time at certain moments. Number 3, rhythmic. Cal Newport also recommends blocking specific times every day to dedicate yourself to deep work. This daily consistency not only maintains focus but also helps form a solid habit of deep work. Number 4, journalistic. For those with unpredictable schedules, the suggestion is a more flexible approach. Engage in deep work whenever there's an opportunity, adapting to moments when you can focus better. To wrap up this part, I recommend controlling and scheduling the time you spend online. Internet and social media distractions can be major enemies of concentration. By establishing specific times for internet browsing, you avoid falling into a cycle of procrastination and maintain focus on your tasks. Also, set strict deadlines. Establishing strict deadlines for your tasks can be highly effective. This creates a sense of urgency, motivating you to meet goals within the stipulated time frame. Time pressure often drives productivity and helps avoid procrastination. Set realistic deadlines and commit to meeting them, turning them into a powerful tool for achieving your goals. And if you want to understand in more detail how to apply deep work in your daily life, feel free to comment requesting this video, and I will bring it to you. Cultivating a productive mindset. Did you know that your self-image has a significant influence on your productivity? Let me explain further. Self-image is, by definition, the perception you have of yourself. How you see yourself can play a crucial role in your behavior, including your performance at work. This has a profound psychological impact. If you view yourself as a productive person, you're more likely to adopt behaviors and attitudes aligned with that image. This creates a mindset of success, where you position yourself to achieve your goals with confidence. The psychological impact of self-image is remarkable. When you visualize yourself as capable and productive, your mind begins to work more effectively to support that vision. This can result in a more positive approach, perseverance in the face of challenges, and consequently, increased productivity. Boosting productivity. Now, you will learn the essential practice to boost your productivity. The essential practice for boosting your productivity lies in the smart application of real-time metrics. Waiting until the end of longer periods, such as a week or month, to evaluate progress can result in inefficiencies and missed opportunities for improvement. In this context, I will discuss the importance of continuous monitoring through real-time metrics, allowing for immediate adjustments and a dynamic view of performance. Then, I will show you practical examples so you can implement this practice easily in your daily life. Let's get started. There are several benefits of using real-time metrics, such as immediate reaction. Real-time metrics provide an instant view of performance, enabling quick responses to challenges or unexpected opportunities. This allows for immediate adjustments in approach, maximizing effectiveness over time. Another benefit is the prompt identification of critical areas. By constantly monitoring metrics, it's possible to identify areas that require attention or improvements more quickly. This prompt identification of challenges prevents small issues from becoming significant obstacles. And another benefit of the strategic use of real-time metrics is continuous optimization. The real-time metrics approach allows for continuous optimization of your productivity strategy. Daily evolution is closely monitored, providing valuable insights into what works best and where focus needs to be adjusted. Now that you know some of the various advantages of applying the strategic use of real-time metrics, let me show you how you can apply this in your daily life. The first way is daily goal tracking. Instead of assessing goals only at the end of the week, establish daily metrics that reflect progress towards your objectives. This enables immediate course correction if performance falls short of expectations. The second way is monitoring time spent on tasks. Use time tracking tools to evaluate how much time is dedicated to different tasks throughout the day. Real-time metrics reveal patterns and areas where efficiency can be increased. And the third way to apply the use of real-time metrics is continuous feedback and dynamic learning. Adopt metrics that provide continuous feedback on the quality and efficiency of work performed. This dynamic learning, based on real-time data, contributes to constant improvements in your practices. By incorporating the strategic use of real-time metrics, you transform the evaluation of progress and performance into a dynamic and adaptive process. This approach not only maximizes efficiency in the short term, but also establishes the groundwork for continuous improvement over time. Remember to follow each of the topics I mentioned in this video starting today if you are truly committed to your change. Thank you for watching so far. See you in the next video.